Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. Child, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a divine, sacred masculine. This is what I call my divine, sacred masculine. It has herbs and gemstones and oils, and the masculine energy is leadership energy. It is action oriented energy. It is logical. It's intelligent. It is taking charge. It is yang. It is making things happen. Now listen, y'all, I know what it may look like to you, but I've already made the divine feminine, and I don't believe in having a lot of feminine energy in my house, because you'll either have somebody, you'll be by yourself, you know what I'm saying? So even if you are in a relationship, if it's two men, if it's two women, there's always masculine and feminine, always. So this is my divine masculine. I'm just showing you. Aren't they cute? Aren't they the cutest divine masculine you've ever seen? Divine sacred masculine, to help you go about your dreams. Also, to attract masculine energy to your home, men who will adore you, love you, support you. But you got to understand something about masculine energy. Masculine energy is a take charge energy, which means, I don't know if I showed you this, I think it's one of my favorites, which means that you have to be willing to submit in a certain way, especially if you are feminine energy. But I also have, now, if you're looking for a relationship, child, yeah, these are easy to make. I do have my pattern available in my Etsy shop, and you can use different colors based off of what your goals are. Now, the thing about this divine masculine energy is this energy is so strong. I kid you not. You're gonna find, if you're looking for a man, if you're looking to attract masculine energy, you want to take this with a divine feminine energy. Now, hold on a second. I want to because I made the video for that, and I'm going to actually place the link right over here. So you can just click on that to make the divine feminine, and you want to put them together. And you want to place them in your love area. Now, your love area, if you were to walk into your door and lay out spread eagle, honey, wherever your right foot is, the far right corner where your right foot is, that is your love area. So you want to take, if you are a male looking to attract another male, you want to have two of these together like this, and you want to make sure that you tie them together. If you are a woman who is looking for a relationship as well, you might, you either could do two divine feminines, or you could do a divine masculine and a divine feminine, because remember, all humans are both feminine and masculine, but in a balanced relationship, one exudes more of the other to create a harmonious relationship, to create balance. So I'm going to just give me 1 second. I want to show you the divine feminine for those of you who haven't seen it before. Okay, I'm back. So this is the divine feminine, and I have instructions on how to make this. I also have the pattern available on my website. So if you're a woman, you're looking for a guy, child, inside of here we have a sacred feminine herbs, oils, gemstones inside of here, and you're going to write down what you want. I do go over the instructions in the video, and you're also going to place your whatever it is you want inside here. You're going to write it on parchment paper or brown paper bag, and you're going to anoint it. You're going to put some herbs and oils in it, and you're going to write down the characteristics and traits that you're looking for in the type of man that you want. I'll also share with you I was looking for to see if I had it near me, but a general chant or a general you know, something, if you don't know what to say, just asking for men who are loving and kind and generous. And also it is to help direct you towards utilizing your energy to take action towards your goals and your dreams. So this is all about taking action. And so if you are looking basically for a relationship, you take the divine feminine and the divine masculine here, and you're going to place it together like this, and you're going to tie a red ribbon around it, but you're going to make sure that you have the oils, the herbs, the gemstones, that you write what it is you want to attract, that you are, I always tell people that they should meditate and get clear with yourself, because I don't, you know, this is just my own personal belief, but people should do whatever makes them happy. But I personally don't think you should ask for a particular person. I think you should ask for a person who have these characteristics. And to me, loyal and faithful and kind and protective, like, you know, these are some of the things you want. Sometimes people say, I just want a man who's rich, but, you know, sometimes it's not about how much money a man makes, but it's how much he's willing to share with you. He may work at McDonald's, but he's willing to give that entire McDonald's check to you. You know what I'm saying? You have a man who has everything and he gives you nothing. I'm not really going to get into what you should be asking for, but try to get into a place of what you think of as honest and fair and just and loving and kind, so you can draw that energy to you. These really work. They do. So anyway, enjoy making this pattern. Again, the ones that I sew for people, I sew by hand. It's best to sew everything by hand because you want to give it your energetic, spiritual imprint, right? Like I said, the pattern is available on my Etsy. They're quick and easy to make. They're fun to make. Oh my God. Let me know in the comment box below. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you enjoy this divine, sacred masculine tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Now, there is a quick warning that I want to give you about this divine masculine when you make it. And you list all of the qualities that you're looking for in your masculine energy. Guys, okay, I like to give a warning. If your current partner does not possess these qualities that you're looking for, this could cause turbulence in your relationship. Yep. Because you have put a strong symbolic energy with oils, herbs, gemstones, even the actual design of the image itself, you put it in your love area, and the person you're with does not display these characteristics that you are seeking, you're going to find yourself in the relationship may go through some hard times. So one thing may happen is that person may actually get better, like they may start to change. But sometimes when a change come about, when something starts to transform, you go through a very rocky period that you may not have been prepared for. I've had cases where I've worked with people where they have broken up for a year just to get back together and get married. I kid you not. So I don't know if you're going to be ready for the change that it may actually bring. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like I said, the person may leave and they may not come back, but they're making room for the person that you are drawing to you. This is very strong magic. And I just want to warn you, I don't want to have you go and get happy and you sew this and you make it and you're all excited and then your relationship fall apart and then you're like, oh my God, I hate her. I'm going to unsubscribe. I can't stand her. I've had this with people. And then, sometimes a year later, 6 months later, that person that you were looking for will come into your life. But if you're not, and sometimes the person that you are with, they change and they actually become the person you're looking for. So be careful. I do want to say that. Be very careful with Hello, darlings. Throughout this video, I have all of the written instructions and the captions under the video so I can talk to you, child, about what I really want to say about masculine energy. Now, masculine energy is very action-oriented, goal-oriented, leadership. Whenever you want something, it's the action you take. Some of the characteristics of masculine energy is being reasonable, logic, adventure, strength, loyalty, being firm, like, you know how people say, wait till your dad get home, the disciplinarian, survival, confidence, focus, pride, honor, efficiency, power, you know, a protector. So, you know, all humans have both masculine and feminine energy. Masculine energy is about doing, and feminine energy is about being. It's about receiving. Now, sometimes a person may have more, you know, masculine energy than feminine energy, and vice versa. But I want to talk about it and how it affects women. Now, me personally, I have strong masculine energy, and I'm very goal-oriented. And when I put my mind to a task, I will accomplish it. Now, my weakness is that I have to really work on my feminine energy. But in terms of, all right, I'm going to get this degree. Okay, I'm going to do this. I can do it. I'm going to write this book. I'm very action oriented, but I sometimes fail to listen to my intuition. And the feminine energy is about intuition. But the thing about masculine and feminine energy is that people, to me, who have a balance, a healthy balance of masculine and feminine energy, I think they tend to be a lot more successful, whether they are male or female. So I'm going to give you some examples. For example, a person, to me, who have perfect masculine, I don't mean male and female, but masculine and feminine energy is Serena Williams. Serena Williams is, you know, she has discipline, she's organized, she's action oriented, she's powerful, right? She's strong. Now, she has to have all of these qualities in order to be a successful tennis player. But where her feminine energy comes in, as child, you know, she wears those sassy little outfits, right? So, and she wears makeup. She's still girly. So when it comes to the action that's required to be an excellent tennis player, her masculine energy is very strong. But at the same time, she's able to attract and draw a crowd to her, draw attention to her by using her feminine energy when she wear her little, I think she got in trouble, child, for that cat suit or whatever, but like, you go, girl. But anyway, so she was using her feminine side. And, you know, I think that the reason Hillary Clinton, for example, she has strong masculine energy. She is very smart. She's logical. She's, I think she's super intelligent. She's a go-getter. She's, you know, leadership, all of the characteristics of masculine energy. But she doesn't dress very feminine. She doesn't, you know, I don't think we've ever seen her in like a poppin' red lipstick and maybe a pair of leather boots or a nice leather jacket or just, you know, something sassy and girly. Now, I think that if Hillary Clinton had displayed more feminine energy, this could have actually helped. This could help her. So she comes across as very stern, but in order to win a crowd, I think it's very important to have that, I don't want to say that kind of silly, shy side of us, that part of us that's not so logical, that part of us that, you know, this, you know, that takes people by surprise, you know what I'm saying? So when people would see Hillary, you know, it's not that she isn't competent, it's not that she isn't intelligent or smart or none of those things, but I think that if she had softened her appearance or appeared more vulnerable, you know, maybe broke down crying, or these are characteristics that would have given people a more balanced view of her. Now, another example to me is Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin had very strong feminine energy. I mean, she dressed, really soft and feminine. She wore her hair up. I think people, people liked her. She attracted a crowd. People were receptive to her because of the feminine energy that she was exuding. But y'all, she lacked masculine energy. Masculine energy is about intellect, and it's about logic, and it's about reason, the ability to reason. Now remember, this has nothing to do with gender or male and female. It has to do with the yin and yang of life, okay? So I think that if she didn't exude a lot of intellectual knowledge about a lot of things, and I think that really hurt her. I think President Obama, I think he had a perfect balance of masculine and feminine energy. He was able to come across as strong and masculine, but I also think he came across as being compassionate and soft sometimes. And I think that, like I'm saying, Bill Clinton also had a good balance of masculine and feminine energy. Now, a good movie that displays masculine and feminine energy is, to me, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It has a lot of action. So remember, I don't know if you've seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. And they're like this couple, and it has all this action, but it has romance as well. So that, to me, that movie was perfect. A lot of, I don't know if it was Batman or was it Spider-Man, but I think it was Spider-Man. It was one of them where, it had enough of the romance, and then it had a lot of action, and it just came together really nice. So whenever there is a balance of masculine and feminine energy, whether it's in a movie or in an individual or a politician, you will see a person kind of, we use the term blow up. Even, I think, Angelina Jolie herself, to me, sometimes she comes across sultry, but she comes across as being both masculine and feminine as well. Now, I don't know if you guys are like me, where I like to watch other YouTubers, and to me, Ashira, I think her name is Ashira Goddess, or is it Ashira Star Goddess, or Ashira 7? I think she has a perfect balance of masculine and feminine energy. I mean, she at one point, I don't know, she was very consistent in putting out her videos. I mean, I used to always say, Shira is out here hustling these YouTube streets, which is all, masculine energy is about doing, it's about acting, it's about taking leadership, and, all of her products, her product line, but yet she's dressed, very feminine, very soft, different hair and makeup. So that's a perfect balance. Another person I think is very interesting is, what is his name? Kevin Samuels. He has a good balance of masculine and feminine energy as well, and he is kind of blown up. When it comes to masculine energy, he's very intelligent, he's very logical, reasonable, stern. Now, some of the things he says, I just don't agree with. I think it's a little harsh. Like, he likes to ask a woman, like, her dress size, how much she weighs, and how tall she is. And I always feel like the women should ask him what size is his manhood, how much money does he have in his account, and how long can he last. I think that would balance the conversation and make it fair. But in general, he says a lot of things that are really helpful. And he dresses he's an immaculate dresser, but he has a little bit of effeminate manners in terms of the way he comes across. So I feel that his masculine and feminine energy is balanced. Ashira, Star Goddess, her masculine and feminine energy is balanced. Some people, I think, those are just people that I think I've been kind of binge watching. So basically, for myself, again, like I said before, my masculine energy to me is, I need to soften myself. So I know that in terms of my relationship, I used to be a lot more masculine, but I think as I've gotten older, I've softened a little bit more. But I think that if you're a woman and you want your man to be more masculine, to open the door for you, to do nice things for you, to, treat you special and loving, we have to emit, we have to project, display feminine energy, because feminine energy brings out masculine energy. And so if we're really super bossy and we're to a man, we can, it's like two bulls and the horns are locking, right? That's not going to work. So in order for him to soften up and give us what we want, we have to use our feminine energy. Now, another thing about masculine and feminine energy which is very interesting to me, is, I don't know if you guys have heard of the Willie Lynch letter, which is a letter that was written during slavery, where basically a slave master said, in order to oppress the African community, you would have to switch the roles between males and females. That males would be more feminine and the females would be more masculine. And as long as the African women acted or utilized more masculine energy, she would dominate the male, and the male would use feminine energy. So he would be strong, but at the same time he would be weak because he wouldn't protect her, he wouldn't be a provider. And so what's interesting to me is, collectively speaking, I have seen these attributes, this scenario, this script play out in the African American community. So I think one of the good things about the Kevin Samuels and the Ashira Star Goddess is that I don't know if they're even aware of this, but I think they are bringing balance back to male and female relationships, because it is making women more conscientious about being soft and allowing the man to take care of her, to provide for her, to be there for her, and also for the male to step up and be the protector and be the provider for his woman. There are two really good ways that you can use this divine, sacred, masculine energy. If you have a goal that you want to achieve, you can write down what you want to do. So let's say, for example, you want to write a book, and you can say, I want to write for 2 hours, 4 days a week. So you would write that, and you would on the brown paper bag or the parchment paper and place it inside. This is perfect for action, because remember, this is about doing. The guy is supposed to take the masculine energy takes the lead. The masculine energy directs the power in getting things done. Now, I know that masculine energy has gotten a bad rap lately, because people look at the shadow side of it in terms of arrogance or just, oppressing other people. But that is every part of us has a shadow side. But actually, masculine energy is very good for us, but we just have to balance it. So if it's something you want to do, this is what this is perfect for. Now, this is a general statement I wrote to place inside of my divine sacred masculine. I think it just pretty much covers what I would want for, it covers the female energy in the home. You are free to use this and place it inside of your sacred divine masculine if you decide to use it. But for personal goals, I'll write something else. But that's the energy you use. Well, to me, I think this is what most people are looking for. If you're using, I want you to understand something. This is a very, 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 very powerful. I don't know the right word to use. I don't want to say magic. I don't want to say spell. I don't know what to say, but I just know that this is very powerful. I know that people who have done this, the thing is, like I said, I'm going to say it again. If you're using something this powerful, it could disrupt your current relationship, and a lot of times disruption brings about change. So, you might get into this really big argument and it looks like things aren't working, but this explosion is where you're going to find yourself telling him what you need, or her, or whatever. I'm just going to, just if it's okay, just go with the male and female. So basically this argument is going to bring about change. For some people, the argument, you're going to be angry, you're going to, maybe somebody might move out, or you might break up for a while, and then you're going to see how much you actually miss and value each other. And when you come back together, there is going to be a change in how you communicate and how you get along. And for some of you, you're going to break up and you are going to feel really bad about it, and you may not get that person back. If you do this and you are not ready for the changes that it could bring about in your life, get rid of it. Like literally, if I were you, I would either take it apart, I would cut it up, and I would put it in the garbage can. Like, you don't want to bury it or anything like that, because what you bury grows. But just literally get rid of it. And because sometimes we are not ready for what we think we want. You understand what I'm saying? So I always like to warn people about, doing, rituals, or doing magic, or because sometimes it's best for things to happen at a more natural state. But when you do things to say, hey, I'm really ready for this, make sure you're ready for it. And another thing too is, if you're doing it for a particular goal, like for money, for example, you might want to put it in your wealth area, which is your extreme left. If you're doing it for love, you're going to put it in your love area, which is your extreme right. If you're looking for opportunities to open up to you, you want to put it in your career area, which is in the middle of the room where the door is. So even if the door is to the extreme left or right of the room, it is in the middle of the wall of where you enter. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video on masculinity. I look forward to hearing your results. And if you want to purchase my pattern, it is in my Etsy shop, or you can just create your own. It doesn't matter, child. Just, it's just the idea itself. But anyway, I do include my divine masculine mix, ingredients and whatever. But anyway, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darling, in the next video.